This TikToker literally manifested $10,000. This TikToker manifested a brand new car. So she manifested money by saying, "I am a money magnet," over and over in the mirror. So this guy put cinnamon in his wallet and bam, he manifested money. He was broke. Now he's rich. The whisper method works. Cinnamon challenge works. Law of attraction works. All you have to do is say these words 3 times and your bank account will be overflowing. So I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw all of these videos popping up claiming that you can manifest money if you follow these 3 easy steps. And I couldn't help but think, wait a second, am I broke because I'm not manifesting enough? Like, do other people know some kind of money secret that I don't? I mean, everyone's talking about it? So I decided to investigate and I tried each one of these money manifestation methods for myself for 7 days straight. Here's what happened. First off, let's get this out of the way. This manifestation is real. You probably already know this, but here's a quick reminder. Using thoughts, affirmations, and rituals to attract money is called manifestation. That's right. Everything we think, say, and do sends out vibrations that attract similar energy back to us. This is called the law of attraction. I know it sounds kind of woo-woo, but if you think about it, everything we experience is a result of our actions, words, and beliefs. We attract what we are, which is why you should keep watching because there's gonna be some weird stuff that happens during this experiment. But first, I need you to comment below whether you think manifestation is a scam or a secret. Do you think it works? Do you think it doesn't? I'm gonna read some of the best comments in my next video. So drop yours down below. Also, if you like videos where I try viral TikTok hacks, make sure to subscribe because I'm gone. Be testing out the most viral Gen Z side hustle next week to see if it is a scam or a secret. You won't want to miss it. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, let's get started. Before I do anything, I like to get the lay of the land, so I scoured TikTok for the top 3 most popular money manifestation methods. First one I came across was the affirmation method. Basically, you repeat positive affirmations to yourself to attract wealth. So I started by repeating, "I am a money magnet," while staring directly at myself in the mirror for 5 minutes every morning. Now, I don't want to brag or anything, but I've never seen any scientific evidence that suggests that stating this phrase in the mirror is going to make money fall out of the sky. However, I will say that by the 3rd day, I did start to feel a little bit better about myself. Maybe I was finally realizing how amazing I truly am. So then on the 5th day, I decided to test the universe and buy myself a coffee. Normally I'd opt for the cheapest option, but today I went for the most expensive one. And wouldn't you know it, the person behind me in line bought my coffee. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that buying a coffee is a sign that the manifestation worked. But maybe there is some power in positive affirmations. I'm not quite sure yet. Let's move on to method number 2. The second method I came across was something that TikTokers were calling scripting. This involves writing down your desired outcome as if it has already happened. So I followed this advice and wrote $10,000 in my account into my diary every single night before bed. But as I kept writing it down, I couldn't help but wonder, does writing down a number every night make you richer? Or does it just make you more aware of how much money you do and have? Either way, I kept doing it, and on the 4th night, I had a dream that I was counting stacks of cash. Then, on the 6th day, I managed to close a $200 freelance gig. Now, I don't want to attribute this success solely to my nightly ritual, but I do think there may be something to this whole scripting thing. Our brains have something called the reticular activating system, which is basically responsible for helping us notice things. Once you start focusing on a certain money goal, you start noticing all sorts of opportunities around you that align with that goal. It's almost like the universe is trying to help you manifest your dreams. But again, I'm still not sure if this is actual manifestation or just wishful thinking. Which brings us to the 3rd method. The last money manifestation method I came across on TikTok was the infamous TikTok ritual. Now, there are thousands of different rituals out there, but the 2 main ones that I kept seeing were putting cinnamon in your wallet and the whisper method. I decided to spice things up and put cinnamon all over my wallet. And then, after I read an article online, I started whispering my desires to the universe. For example, "Thank you for sending me unexpected income," or "I am open and ready to receive money." Now, I don't know about you, but I can't help but feel like sprinkling cinnamon and whispering to the universe is a bit silly. But hey, I'm keeping an open mind. I mean, who knows? Maybe the universe was listening. On the second day, I noticed that the cinnamon had rubbed off on my hands and covered my fingers in orange dust. And on the fifth day, I received a random $20 Venmo from one of my friends. To recap the entire experience, here's a quick breakdown of my 7-day diary entries. On the first day, I was super skeptical and didn't really think that any of this would work. But by the third day, I started to notice a small win, and it gave me hope. By the fifth day, I told myself that it was just a weird coincidence. And by the seventh day, I realized that I didn't really have an explanation for what was happening. Now let's talk results. Did I wake up and find $10,000 sitting in my bank account? Absolutely not. But I did notice a few things. First, I felt more confident. Maybe it was the cinnamon giving me a boost or the affirmations getting me pumped, but I felt pretty good about myself throughout the entire experiment. Second, I started noticing small wins. For example, I found $2 on the ground, I had a $4 parking spot at the mall, and received that $20 Venmo out of the blue. I stopped spending and started saving because I was focused on attracting more money. I became more mindful of my spending habits. In fact, I saved more money during this experiment than I have in the past month. So is money manifestation a scam or a secret? Here's my take. It's a scam if you expect cash to appear out of nowhere. But it's a secret if you use it as a mindset tool and a way to build new habits. Personally, I'm not sure if the cinnamon and whispering worked, but I do believe that having a positive mindset and taking action towards your goals is a powerful combination. As for what happens next, well, you'll have to tune in next week when I try out the most viral Gen Z side hustles to see if they legit or a total scam. You don't want to miss it. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you're re-notified as soon as my next video drops. Thanks for joining me on this crazy journey, and until next time, remember to stay skeptical, keep an open mind, and always trust the process. Peace.